So the Las Vegas Raiders have really done a good job of bringing talent on the offensive side of the football and the defensive side of the football. And with Patrick Graham bringing in that 3-4 base, he's not just limited to that 3-4 front. And a lot of people forget that. Patrick Graham is a guy who's very, very universal when it comes to his defense. And there's times where he's going to be running that 3-4. There's going to be times where he's running a 4-3. But predominantly in the National Football League, what we see now, a common trend is that teams are moving 75% of the time into the nickel formation, which is why you really have to build up a consistent defensive back room. And I think that's what the Las Vegas Raiders are working towards. I don't think that they're a finished product when it comes to the back half of this defense. But a few additions that they have made with Rocky Ya-Sin and Anthony Averett, Duron Harmon, they have added a few names. Darius Phillips is a guy coming over from the Cincinnati Bengals. But today I want to put my eyes on a guy from the Baltimore Ravens, and that's Anthony Averett. You see, this is a guy who has 4.36 speed, who has all the ability in the world to cover those elite trait speed type of receivers that we see in now the modern NFL. This is a guy who was asked to really step up for the Baltimore Ravens last year because their defensive back room faced a slew of injuries, and this guy is a sure tackler. He's a guy who really emerged as the Baltimore Ravens' #1 DB. Now, he plays with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of juice, brings a lot of swagger to the defensive back room. And this is a guy who finished with 53 tackles, 11 pass breakups, and 3 interceptions in 2022. He's a guy who can play both at zone and man coverage, and he offers a lot to a defensive back room who plays a lot of nickel coverage. So what does this mean for the Las Vegas Raiders, and where could he really find a home? Well, if Trayvon Mullen and Rocky Ya-Sin are the two viable starters, which are the projected starters, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the established starters. Anthony Averett could look to compete for that outside #2 spot with Rocky Ya-Sin. Now, not one of these guys are penciled in as the sure starter on the outside. So look for Averett and Rocky Ya-Sin to really compete for that #2 spot. And honestly, if Trayvon Mullen can't stay healthy, you could see two brand new starters on the outside of this Las Vegas Raiders defense, both in Anthony Averett and Rocky Ya-Sin. And we don't really know where Trayvon Mullen is going to fit. I do project Trayvon Mullen, if healthy, he is the penciled-in starter. But I'm really curious to see how this defensive backroom shakes out, especially with Nate Hobbs down in the nickel. Is Patrick Graham going to want a bigger nickel? Could Nate Hobbs move to the outside? Could you put Anthony Averett on the inside to deal with these faster slot receivers? There's a lot to be seen with this Las Vegas Raiders defense, and they're building a lot of depth and a lot of talent. So, Raider Nation, how do you guys feel about the addition of Anthony Averett coming into the defensive back room? Where do you think he really fits in? Who do you think that he could be out? Where do you really see this lineup falling into place? I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it down in the comments section below. However, if you guys haven't yet subscribed to the channel, because we are going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday for the first official live show on this channel, and I'm looking forward to breaking that 500 subscriber mark. So if you guys haven't yet, hit the subscribe button right here and check out these two most recently uploaded videos. I think you'll really enjoy them. So Raider Nation, everyone hearing the sound of my voice, may the Lord Jesus Christ bless each and every one of you. And until next time, Raider Nation, just win, baby.